In this video, we will solve some of the sums based upon the proportion. Now, we are given a square, ab and b square, and we are supposed to find the fourth proportional to these three numbers. So, let's assume that the fourth proportional is x, a square, ab, b square, and then x, right? Now, since they are in proportion, so what does that mean? That means a square divided by ab is equal to b square divided by x. So now we have to find the value of this x. So we will cross multiply. X a square is equal to ab into b square. So my x will be ab into b square upon a square, right? 1a and 1a will go. So what am I left with? I am left with x equal to b into b square is b cube divided by only 1a. So the fourth proportion of these numbers is b cube upon a. Or in other words, you can say that if the fourth number is b cube upon a, then all three of them are in proportion. Same we have to apply here. Let's say that the fourth proportion is x. So we can write this as a square minus ab plus b square divided by a cube plus b cube. And if you are assuming fourth proportional to be x, then this will be equal to a minus b upon x. Fine. Now, if you look at this carefully, isn't it a cube minus b cube? And we know that how to expand this. We'll write the numerator as it is, a square minus ab plus b square, but we will expand the denominator. How? A cube minus b cube is equal to a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. We have done these identities in standard 9 also. So this is equal to a minus b upon x. Now what will happen is that this term and this term is same, so we can cut these two terms. So we are finally left with 1 upon a plus b is equal to a minus b upon x. Now simple, we can cross multiply. X into 1 is equal to a plus b into a minus b, and we know that a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square, right? Okay, let's go to this sum. Here we have to find the third proportional. Now when we find the third proportional, it means that all three of them will be the continued proportion, right? In continued proportion, so we will assume let the third proportional be x. So we get 2 plus root 3 upon 5 plus 4 root 3 is equal to 5 plus 4 root 3 divided by x, right? Cross multiply. X into 2 plus root 3 is equal to, if we multiply this, this will be 5 plus 4 root 3 whole square. Is it? Okay. So finally we will get x into 2 plus root 3 is equal to, let's open this, this will be 25 plus a square plus b square is 4 square is 16, 16 into 3 is 48 plus 2ab. So 5 4s are 20, 22s are 40 root 3. Fine. So finally I got x 2 plus root 3 is equal to 25 plus 48 is how much? 5 and 8 is 13. Then we have 4 plus 2 is 6 and 1 is 7 plus 40 root 3. So does that mean your x is equal to 73 plus 40 root 3 divided by 2 plus root 3. Right? Now, we know that we cannot have the irrational number in the denominator. So, what we should do? We should rationalize this. Okay, let's rationalize this. So, we have 73 plus 40 root 3 upon 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. So it becomes, let's multiply this, 73 into 2 is 146 plus 80 root 3 minus 73 root 3 and minus root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 into 40 is 120 divided by, this becomes a plus b into a minus b. Now this is your x. X is equal to, so 146 minus 120 is 26. 80 root 3 minus 73 root 3 is plus 7 root 3. This is your answer. Okay. Let's try some more sums. Now this time we have to find the mean proportion between these two numbers. And we know that if we have three numbers, say for example A, B and C, how do we find, they are in continued proportion, how do we find the mean proportion between the three numbers? It is always A by B equal to B by C. Then we say that B square is equal to AC. So B is equal to under root of AC. So B becomes the mean proportional between these two numbers. So we can write B square is equal to, let's multiply these two, under root of 26 minus under root of 17 into under root of 26 plus under root of 17. Now B square is equal to, this becomes A minus B into A plus B. That means 26 minus 17. Why? Because root of 26 square is 26 and root of 26 same here. So you got B square equal to 9. So your B is equal to 3. Although it's plus minus 3, but in ratio and proportion we only take the positive value. Fine. Let's go here also. The same procedure. We know that B square, let the mean proportional between the two numbers be B. So B square is equal to 6 plus 3 root 3 into 8 minus 4 root 3. So my B square is equal to 6 8s are 48 and then minus 24 root 3. So this becomes 8 3s are plus 24 root 3 and then minus root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 4s are 12. 12 3s are becomes 36. So this is minus 36. So this and this will go. So you're left with B square is equal to 48 minus 36. How much is that? 12. B square is equal to 12, which you can write as 4 into 3. So your B is equal to under root of 4 into 3. So 2 will come out. So finally your B is 2 root 3. Right? Okay. Now in the next sum, he's saying that 6 is the mean proportion between two numbers. Right? It's given that the mean proportion between two numbers is 6. Right? And he has given those two numbers as x and y, and 48 is the third proportional of x and y. Does that mean we have two numbers x, y, and third proportional is 48. So he is saying that 6 is the mean proportion between two numbers. So let's assume that B is the mean proportion between two numbers. So you can say that B square is equal to xy, right? Fine. Now, if you set the proportion between these three, what will be that? X by y is equal to y by 48. right? From here you are going to get y square is equal to 48x. This is my one of the equations. My another equation is 36, this mean proportion, that is b square is equal to 6. B is given 6. Since b is given 6, so b square is equal to xy becomes 36 equal to xy. Fine. So what I will do is I will substitute one of the values, maybe x or y, whatever. So I will take the value of y from here. 36 upon x equal to y. I got the value of y. Now what I will do is I'll substitute this value here. So what will I get? I will get 36 upon x into 36 upon x is equal to 48x. Fine. So I will get 36 into 36. Let me shift this 48 below this. These three x's will come here and it will become x cube. So if you look at this, this will become 36 into 36 upon 8 into 6, right? So 1 6 will go is equal to x cube. So now 36 has 2 6's and here I have 1 6, so it becomes 6 cube divided by 2 cube is equal to x cube. So can I have x as 6 by 2? 2 3's are. So I got the value of x as 3. Fine. Now I need to find y. Let me come back to this equation. 36 upon 3 is equal to y. 3 12's are. So your y is equal to 12. Clear? Now, next sum. In the next sum, he is saying what least number must be added to each of the numbers, that is 5, 11, 19 and 37, so that the resulting numbers are in proportional. So we will say let x be added to each of these numbers so that they are in proportion. So how will we write this? 5 plus x upon 11 plus x is equal to 19 plus x upon 37 plus x. Now we have to find the value of x, so we will cross multiply. 5 plus x into 37 plus x is equal to 11 plus x into 19 plus x. So 37 into 5 is 185 plus 5x plus 37x and plus x square. Similarly here 11 into 19 is 209 plus 11x plus 19x and then plus x square. X square and x square will go. So I am left with 185 plus 37 plus 5 is 42x equal to 209 plus 11x plus 19x is 30x. So let me shift this to this side and 30x to this side. So I'll get 42x minus 30x is equal to 209 minus 185. So how much is my 42x minus 30x? That is 12x is equal to 109 minus 185. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus, then you have 8 here. So this is 24. So how much is your x? X is 12. 2's are. So your x is 2. Is this clear? Okay. Let's go to the second question now. He's saying that what least number must be subtracted. Now here we had to add the number so that all of these, if we add x to 5, 11, 19 and 37, they will be in proportion. What does that mean? That means then 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 divided by 11 plus 2 is 13. 5 divided by 13 will be always equal to 21 divided by 39. Right? Okay. Here we have to subtract. Which number should we subtract? Again, let's take x. So 23 minus x upon 30 minus x is equal to 57 minus x upon 78 minus x. Now we will cross multiply. Let's cross multiply. 23 minus x into 78 minus x is equal to 30 minus x into 57 minus x. So 23 into 78 is 1794 minus 23x minus 78x, and then minus and minus becomes plus x square, right? Here 30 into 57 is 1710, 1710, 30 minus 30x minus 57x, and then minus minus becomes plus x square. So you can cut these two x squares. What are you left with now? 1794, this will get added up, minus 101 x equal to here 1710 minus 87x, because 30 and 57 is 87. Now let's shift this 1710 here and this 101 here. 1710 to this side. So this becomes 1794 minus 1710 is equal to 10x minus 87x. So 1794 minus 1710 is 84 equals to 101 x minus 87x is 14x. So your x is equal to 84 divided by 14. So 14 6. So your x is equal to